All right, Lamont Butler's about to hop on the show. I've been mentioning it, and we're going to hear from Brian Dutcher coming up. He was with Darren Smith earlier today. We'll hear from Dutch coming up in about 15 minutes. So there's going to be a lot of San Diego State basketball over the next 20 or 30 minutes, and it is great to catch up with Lamont Butler, San Diego State's sophomore point guard who's been out. He had that broken wrist. He's missed the last 4 or 5 weeks. And we'll see if Lamont is capable and able to return this weekend. So, Lamont, great to have you back with us here on Extra 1360. First of all, how is your wrist, and how do you feel about this upcoming weekend against Colorado State and getting back out there?
First, thank you guys for having me back on. It means a lot. But my wrist has been feeling really good this last week. I've been doing a lot of rehab work with it and just strengthening it so I can be comfortable to play. And I can't wait to get back. This weekend on Saturday.
How difficult, Lamont, has it been for you, especially this past weekend against UNLV? I know you wanted to play. You had the cast taken off. You had been in it for about 4 weeks. You had been practicing over the course of the week, but you just weren't at 100%. So how challenging has it been for you to watch from the sidelines, and how challenging was it for you Saturday when you couldn't go at UNLV?
It's been really challenging. It sucks not to be able to go out there and compete with my guys, but everybody stepped up big while I was out. So it was fun. It was fun to watch from the sideline. But like I said, I really can't wait to get back in on UNLV game. I really did want to play, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't 100%. But like I said, our teammates stepped up big time, and I was glad we got the win. And we've been winning since I've been out, so I'm just trying to get back and get back on that streak.
Lamont Butler joining us here on Extra 1360. I know your teammate Trey Pulliam also spoke with the media earlier today, and Trey saying he's feeling a lot better. I think he told the media earlier today he had tested positive, but is feeling good. So what's it been like for you guys to get back into the swing of things? Like, is there going to be an adjustment period for you having missed this much time, or what will it be like to get back on the floor in a competitive game?
It's for sure going to be an adjustment period. I'm just trying to get back, in game play and game action. I'm still in shape, so that's a positive. I stayed in shape while I was injured. But like I said, it's going to be an adjustment period. But I can't wait to compete. I love competing, so it's going to be fun to play again, especially with Trey and kind of back to full strength.
I feel like, Lamont, if you're going to break your wrist, this is kind of crazy to say. You can probably say it now on the other side. I feel like you did it at the right time, because in December, you only had 4 games. If it was January or February and we didn't have these COVID cancellations, you probably could have missed 8, 9, 10, 11 games. But in December, you had the game in Ann Arbor. I'm sure you would have loved to play at the University of Michigan. But other than that, there have only been 3 or 4 games. So do you feel like if you were going to suffer an injury, it was probably the right time of the year to do it?
For sure. I didn't get to miss too much. Like you said, it's certain not to play in Michigan. You're not going to play big time games like that all the time. So, but like I said, I'm back. I'm ready and ready to get back to it.
Tell us about this opportunity this weekend. We know it's a weird year. You've had some games you're supposed to play, then COVID cancels them or changes them. You were supposed to play Nevada Saturday. You find out yesterday you're playing Colorado State on national television. This could be the game of the year in the Mountain West. Who knows what happens from this point on? Colorado State, San Diego State, they're in the top 25. Your program has been the best program in this league for the better part of the last 2 decades. How much of an opportunity is Saturday for you and your teammates?
Well, it's a big opportunity, great opportunity. Colorado State's a really good team. They've been playing really good this year. And we feel like we're one of the best teams in the Mountain West, maybe the best team. And we want to go show that out on Saturday night or on Saturday at 1.
Lamont Butler joining us here on Extra 1360, San Diego State sophomore point guard. When you think Colorado State, do you think back to last year's game when you had the crazy lead, the conference opener, you led by 26 points? I remember talking to Jordan Shackle afterwards. He said what happened in that game will never happen again while I'm here. We will never be in a situation like that for as long as I'm here, and you guys weren't, and you played great basketball down the stretch in the conference. Is any part of that game in your psyche or minds heading into this game this year?
Yeah, for sure. Like Jordan said, we never want to be in that position again to be up that big and let them come back. So we're going to be more focused this game, high focus on what Colorado State does, and just bringing it to them this time around.
I asked Trey about this earlier when he met with the media, just the matchup with Isaiah Stevens. Colorado State's got some really good, talented players, obviously. Stevens and Roddy, I think Dutch said this is one of the more efficient offenses in the country. What type of challenge is Isaiah Stevens for you and Trey and the other guards?
Isaiah Stevens, he's a really good guard. He's heady. He knows how to score. He knows how to get into the paint. His mid range is really good. He also is a great passer. He has elite vision. So it's going to be a tough challenge. But me and Trey, we feel like we're two of the top guards too. So
I like that.
It's a fun one to watch.
Do you feel as if you were playing your best basketball before the injury, or it felt like you were really comfortable out there before you got hurt? How did it feel for you out there on the floor?
Yeah, I was starting to come into my own. I was getting really comfortable, just with the system, playing with everybody, and I felt like I started to play well. And then what happened was it just happened, and then so now I just got to get back to it. More work to be done.
What did Dutch and the coaching staff tell you after you suffered the injury? And it's got to be disappointing. Anytime a player suffers an injury and is unable to go, that's got to be disappointing. So how did you overcome kind of that disappointment and stay the course and know that you'd get back out there when you were capable of getting back out there?
Yeah, my coaches were really helpful with that. They expressed their sorrow for me, and they really just helped me stay ready and stay mentally ready. Most importantly, just for the comeback and working hard until I came back. With my conditioning and just dribbling with my right hand and doing stuff with my right hand, still working out and still being ready for my next opportunity.
What do you think of the way the team has played so far? And how would you compare your team this year to the team that you guys had last year, which was completely different, obviously? I mean, veterans like Matt and Jordan and Terrell, that was a different team. But the way you guys are playing right now, you're playing like a very similar team in terms of taking care of business and winning games that you should be winning.
Yes, sir. Coming to San Diego State, I knew it was going to be a winning culture, and we've carried that over to this year. We're always going to win. We defend at a high level. We're still defending at a high level this year, really high level. Offensively, it's a little different. We have different pieces. Last year we had Matt, Jordan, T-Goes, really good offensive players. Now, we got some new transfers and stuff. So we're still a veteran team, but we're still trying to figure it out. But everybody's been playing well and competing at a high level, which you love to have.
San Diego State sophomore point guard Lamont Butler with us right now on Extra 1360. Lamont, would you expect to be on some type of, minutes restriction when you do return, or what are your expectations for Saturday in terms of how long you'd be able to go?
I'm not sure what the coach is going to have me on, but I feel like I can play however long they want me to play. I'm ready.
All right, Lamont. Well, it's good to catch up. It's great to have you back healthy. I know that it was a significant loss. It really was. And again, the good news was it was only 4 or 5 games, and Aztecs won some big games. That game against St. Mary's in Phoenix was a big win. The victory this past weekend against UNLV in Vegas. Actually, before I let you go, what was it like to watch Adam do what he did? Adam Sdsu, who's not asked to play a lot of point guard because of you and Trey, played 38 minutes, over 38 minutes. In fact, he played more minutes on Saturday than any Aztec has played all year long. What did you think of his performance?
I love it. Seiko's a very hard worker, and this summer he worked on his ball handling and his point guard read. So I knew he had it in him, and he like I said, he competed at a high level. He was guarding the best players and just taking control of the team. He really led the team this while me and Trey were out, and I loved it. Loved to watch it.
You know what? I thought that was going to be my last question, but then Jared Barnett also. What a cool opportunity for him. Walk-on junior guard who you've been playing with for the last couple of years. Obviously, he's gotten some opportunities late in games. What was that like for him to get some early moments? He played a couple of important minutes in that game in the first half. How cool was that for him?
Yeah, that's really cool, even for me, because I know how hard Jared works, and he'll walk on, so he doesn't get to play much, and it's just awesome to see him out there playing. That's like one of my best friends on the team, roommate. So it was great to see him out there playing, and he did good for the time he had.
Now I promise, last question. You didn't play in front of fans last year. You've been playing in front of fans this year. What experience has that been like for you?
Oh, it's been awesome. Big difference. Even like what game was that? The Arizona State game.
Yeah.
They rallied us. They rallied us that game. It was really fun. Long Beach State game. just all our home games. It's just a big difference. In the way we play, it gives us energy and allows us to go out there and do what we do at a high level.
Lamont, it's great to have you back. I know Aztec fans are excited, and we'll see you Saturday at Viejas for the big one against Colorado State. And good luck, and thank you as always for your time.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me on.